Good morning, guys. My name is Morendeni. I'm your life coach. It's me again at this moment. On this video, I'll love us to can discuss the issue or the factor which might have caused everyone to cannot match the pace of life. Because in the previous video, I did discuss the matter of life goes on. If life is going on, what best can one do? Which was to can adapt. In which way? By only adapting to the change. So there are a few things I've figured out what might happen for people not to can adapt to their life as it was going on or as it goes on every day. So along the figuring out, I came across this thing which might had happened to many people because like there is something which was done mistakenly by almost many people, which was the mistake. That mistake is the biggest mistake, and the biggest mistake you might have done or you have ever done in your life was letting yourself be disconnected from your own self. Now it is only you left alone. So when you find time, I want you to search for yourself. That's why in life, people who can't change or decide or prioritize themselves now, it is only because they are disconnected from themselves. And the disconnection between a person and themselves, it makes them to be incomplete. It makes them to can carry on with this life without themselves. So it is not easy for one to decide. That's where someone is gonna say, no, my other heart was saying so, was giving me a red flag, but I carried on and do something like that. So what I figured out was that people are disconnected from themselves. Many people, they are disconnected from themselves. That's why many people now are on neutral. That's why many people now can't decide. That's why many people now rely on the outside, on the influence. They rely from the situation around, which I don't like, I don't appreciate. I want people to do what they feel, not what they think, because your thinking might be pressurized by the situation around, circumstances around, influence around, or what you see. So, what you see usually might not be the perfect thing for you. So you must listen to your own inner self. That's why we mention self in many things like self respect, self esteem, self what. It is just because like the self is the only true person who knows almost everything about you. So since people are disconnected from themselves, meaning that the way best for them to can be connected to themselves again is self introspection. So people have to do researches about themselves. They have to go through themselves, see themselves, go deep inner unto themselves in order to figure out what went wrong so that you can go back and change, so that you can adapt and pace yourself to the life which is going on. Then you won't be left behind. So what happened was that many people who lost themselves along the life, they couldn't get back to themselves. So they had to can surround themselves with the invincible boundary, which makes everyone to can access them life for their own benefit, and then they don't gain anymore. So I want everyone to search for themselves. So in this video, I'll teach you how to search for yourself. How do you go deeper your inner person, and how do you connect to your inner person? 2012, there is this way best way I used to do my own things on finding myself, because that was the time was battling with decision making. Remember, I started making my own first decision when I was 10. So I had to be with myself because I don't want to lie to myself. I don't want to pretend to myself, and I want to value myself. So by so happening, I need myself. So at the age of 10, I was complete with myself, but along the life, distractions were there. The influence was there. The situations around at some point emotionally defeated. That's what I was used to go through. So I ended up losing myself, not being with myself anymore until 2012, where I decided to do the so-called table for two with myself. How do I do table for two with myself? I'll just put a chair. I'll have two chairs. My chair will be facing the wall, and then I'll be having the other chair in the middle. There will be a small table. So I used to do that at church because that was the only place where I'll find myself alone. Why I need myself to be alone? Because along the session of being with myself or finding myself, I need to speak out words. I need to give out my voice. So the reason why I need a chair is because like I have to be at the comfort zone. I must sit down. The reason why I need the table, at some point along the self introspection, I'll go hard. I'll go emotional. I'll need something stronger to hit, which by that time was a table. And then I'll sit down knowing that there is Morendeni on the other seat or the other chair, which is facing me. In between of us, there will be a table. Number one, I'll tell Morendeni what's bothering me. Tell Morendeni, this is what bothering me. This is what I'm not capable of. This is what I'm struggling with. And secondly, I'll tell Morendeni my wish. I wish in life I can be able to do this. I'll be able to do this. I won't do this. That was me doing best to prioritize myself. Number two, that was me stopping myself from doing favors to people. Number three, that was me doing best to help people. Which way? How do I help people? Number four, that was me doing best or being able to be the best in decision making. Number last, which is number fifth, that was me doing best to can figure out how, in which best way can I have the entire focus of my own life. So along the prioritizing myself, I must do what I feel. I must always do not what I think. So in prioritizing myself, I had to cut many people off my life. I must stop doing many things, which were usual things by that time, which were, according to everyone's view, normal. So I had to start stopping normalizing things which are normal in my life. So by so happening, I managed to prioritize myself, to put myself first. Let me give you this scenario of helping yourself. There are many times where people be invited onto wedding stuff, several occasions, different of them. Like, okay, only to find that there will be that time of food saving and everything. People will go there and have food one after another. There will be few people who run out of food. But guess what I've found out? There will be people who will go home with extra food. Those people were part and parcel of food preparation, or those are people who were cooking there on the functions. So, to my side, it gave me that a view of, okay, there are people who prioritize themselves. That person will say, no, I'm onto the cooking department, I'm on the kitchen. Then I can't cook here on the function and still go home and cook. I better go with extra food. But that time, there are many people who couldn't have food because of those people who prioritize themselves and their family to such an extent. Now they do what they want to have for themselves and even more than. That's what's happening in life. The other reason why some people are struggling to get what they want or what they ought to get is because there are people who came and take much more than they have to take. Now, us, we run out of things. I remember that was 2004. Yes, we once went to a wedding with few of my friends. So when we went there, I was having the problem like of allergies. I couldn't eat beef by that time or pork. Yes, I only able to eat chicken. So there the wedding or the time for us to can go and have food. Like along when I was on the queue, we ran out of chicken meat. The only one which was left was beef. So I had only to take um soup and gravy. No, my plate was having no meat. So all my friends were eating beef. So they laughed at me. I cried. I cried. Yes, I was 9 or 10 by that time. I cried cause my friends were crying. They were laughing at me like, oh, the dude he never got meat. So, cause I was having allergies. Then now I then realized that there were surely people who went home with the very same chicken meat. But I ran out of meat by the time because someone prioritized themselves. So I can't blame them for prioritizing themselves. They only got or managed to can have time for preparing food. So they have to prioritize themselves. So from now on in my life, I've learned to prioritize myself. It's just like an example. If you are able to can catch public transport like minibus or bus, do yourself a favor. When that bus or that minibus or taxi stops, jump in first. Irregardless of who's there with you or whatever, jump in first. You don't know how many seats are there. Because if someone jumps in first and the only seat which is there is one, they're going to just get in and occupy the seat. They won't say you first. Why? Everyone prioritize themselves. And that's the best. Prioritizing yourself is the best. That's the weak point of many people. Okay, it's fun. It was done then along them inspecting myself. We're on the table for two. The next which we went through was stop doing people favor. Why do I had to stop doing people favor? Is that like something I found out was favor in return doesn't exist. That person I do favor to, whenever they get a moment to do favor, they don't do it to me. They do it to the next person. What does that showcase? It showcases that the best person in my life, unto their life, I'm not best. They have got their own best person. And their own best person have also their best person too, which means that favor in return, it will never ever come back. And then if it's not coming back, there will be that feeling to my side that I've been used. Why I'm saying so? It's because like, how do you feel after doing it for someone else, and then when it's time for them to do it for you, they choose other people? You will feel being used, being betrayed. Then the easy way, the only solution to get rid of that is stop doing people a favor. But you must help people. How do you help people? And what is doing a favor to a person? And what is a help to a person? A favor is anything done under the reason because. If you're able to help a person with the reason because, maybe because that person is related to me, or that person I'm helping them because they're my colleague, or that person I'm helping them because they will. As long as there is because, that's a favor. What is a help? A help is anything you do because you feel. It's from the heart. You just do it. Anything from the bottom of the heart, anything that you feel, anything that you do with no reason, that's a help to the next person. Why? You felt. You connected with the inner person of that one that, hey, I have a need. Can you please help me? You felt so. You felt to help them, only to find that you were at the perfect right moment. That's a help. After doing it, you even forget about it because that you were just there for a role. So a favor is anything that you do with because, and when time goes on, you're able to can remind them like, remember I once do this for you. That was not a help. That was a favor. So a help is when someone can tell you like, remember you once helped me with the, and that by that time it's out of your mind. Why? Because you were doing something you felt, not something you were thinking about. Because you never had a reason to do that. So anyone who's helping is anyone who's doing what they feel. It's anyone who's not doing what people ask them to do. Because the moment you ask someone to do something for you, they will start, they have to decide. The moment they are thinking about it, they are deciding about it. The moment they are deciding about it, and then that might be a reason why they have to do it for you. Then that reason, it cancel the help. It convert into what? To the favor. Why don't I need people to do favor? It's because like, if someone do a favor to you, they will start taking advantages over you because they once done you a favor. Next time they'll say, yeah, I need you to do this to me. Why? Because I once done this to you. Why? That's advantage. And taking advantage over people is disrespecting people. It's thinking that you know people. Remember, there are many people who don't know themselves. Then how come can you know someone else if you are unable to know yourself? So that's why people have to stop doing favors. Because favor, it only creates advantage. And advantage, it results on being taken easy or being disrespected. So to avoid disrespecting people, we must stop doing favor. We must help people and expect nothing. That's why we must give more and expect nothing. The reason why we give out is because we already have. Then why expecting? From whom? Why? Why expecting? Because I've already got. That's why I'm able to share with the next person. I'm able to share because I have got more than enough. That's it. Let's go to the third thing. No, that's gonna be the fourth because I've mentioned prioritizing yourself. I've mentioned stop doing favors. I'm now mentioned how people. Then the fourth one is gonna be focus. It's very hard to focus. Believe you me, for the past 19 years, since I was 10 until today, I battled with focus. There are many things which can make one losing focus. Focus is one of the unique, difficult thing to focus. The reason why there are incidents which end up on accidents on the road, it is because people losing focus. Why? Because there is a lot to interrupt one. You understand? So focus is one of the massive, unique thing. I'm still battling with focus. I'm the best on prioritizing myself, helping people, doing no one a favor. But focus, yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult to focus. I'm always driving on the road. I know it's very difficult to focus because there is a lot which can catch everyone's eyes. Beside the eyes, there is a lot which you can be hearing and then which can catch your attention. So to focus, it's very, very difficult. I'm still also battling with focus. For the past 19 years, I've been battling with focus. So one can't focus if they can't prioritize themselves. And one can't focus if they still doing favors for people, because after doing a favor, they will be expecting from those people. Then you fail to focus. So one thing you must understand is that everything shall follow you. If it's goodness and mercy, they have to follow you. So they can't follow someone who's not focused on their way, who's not keeping the move, who's not going. That's why like life goes on. If life is going on, then we gotta keep stepping. So many people stopped making the step. So that's why like the moment they stopped, even the goodness and mercy stopped. They never followed them because they are not making moves. That's why I want people to make moves, keep carrying on going. So people have stopped. Why? They are still expecting from people whom they helped. I want people to carry on. I want people to make it. So after you being able to can do best for yourself in prioritizing yourself, doing no one a favor, and helping people, you'll be able to focus. And if you are able to focus, just know that now you are complete. Because you will have hope, trust, faith, and courage. And you'll be positive. By being positive, then everything will be on your side. And if you have hope, then you'll chase your dreams. So along the table for two, when me talking to myself, when battling with myself, when telling myself everything I hate about myself and everything I wish about myself and everything I wish to can go for with myself, there will be emotions there. I will hit hard that table. I'll stand up and leave my chair and shout to Morendeni, like, dude, you can't do this for me. And Morendeni is going to be reminding me everything he has done best for me. And by so happening, I'll cry. I'll have tears running down my face. I won't wipe those tears. I'll let them dry out. Because there will be a moment where Morendeni will be talking to me. And he will embrace everything. He will tell me and promise me like, dude, I won't leave you again. He will hug me. I'll feel him. From 2012 until now, Morendeni had never managed to leave me. He have fulfilled his promise. That's why I am who I am today. That's why I'm still positive today. That's why I go through usuality of ecstasy, because I'm with the guy. We are together. I'm complete. So the biggest mistake you have ever done in your life was letting yourself be disconnected from yourself. Now it's only you left alone. When you find time, search for yourself. I don't know how other people search for themselves, but the way best I used to do is table for two. Whenever I feel like I want to talk to myself, I close myself inside my car, open the mirror, and look at myself and talk to myself and remind myself that, dude, you promised not to leave me. Here's the situation in front of us. Let us challenge it best. And then Morendeni is going to tell me, it's fine, you can't challenge something you don't know. Better you do these things. First, learn about the situation. Why are you learning? To know the situation. You can't challenge something you don't know. Number two, search about the situation. Why is it happening? How is it happening? What might attract the situation into your life? And then now I search, I have information about the situation. Now I know how to challenge the situation. Thirdly, the final thing to do is to survey, to understand the situation, because you can't challenge something you don't understand. After understanding, after searching about it, after knowing about it, and then we'll challenge the situation. At some point, some situations don't need us to challenge them. It only needs us to dig down and see what's good for us. Pick it up, and then we think everything. We chase everything away. By so happening, it'll be the best. And then we'll know what best to do in life, and then we'll know what is it that we are suitable of, and probably we'll win the fight. Because at some point to win the fight, it's not all about you putting more effort, it's you being skillful. So at some point we need skills. That's why, like, from the first grade, we were told there was a subject called life skill. Why? Because life, you must be skillful in order to conquer. It's a fight. It's a battle. It's a journey. So along the journey, you must know how to smoothicize your way. You must know how to tackle them, the mountains. You must know when to apply the change. If you're driving, then you know what's called change down. You change down your gears. Why? To gain much more momentum and speed and pace. Then you carry on. After upping the hill, then you loosen your gear, you neutralize it, you save fuel. You don't put much effort, you only focus on the road. And then you go down the hill. Simple. Meaning that in challenging this kind of life, there is a lot to save. You have to save the energy. Remember, the energy is the ability to do work. Then you must save the energy for the next work. At some point in life and situation, we have to just to smoothicize ourselves. Don't mountainize yourself. And don't let one who can come into your life and bring the mountain or build the mountain. Because it's going to cost you another construction now to build a tunnel. Because at some mountains, you can't climb over them. You must just dig, penetrate in between, and make a mountain. I assume in a tunnel. And to build a tunnel, it needs braveness, it needs energy, it needs positiveness, it needs courage. So at some point, only to find that you don't have that courage then. So to ease up everything, one must be ready always for everything. So this is the life I want people to live. Search for yourself, because I know, I understand you might be disconnected from yourself. First thing first, in order for you to change, to adapt to this pace of life, you must find yourself. Be with yourself, be together, hold one each or other's hand, and carry on this life. You will win this fight. You will really reach your destiny. You'll be where you want to be. You'll be who you want to be. And by so happening, you'll be proud of yourself. I wish you all the best in the life. On the next video, I'll figure out what best to do. Because so far you have my biography. That was the first introduction about everything you must know who's your coach. Secondly, was us knowing that life goes on. And if life is going on, what best to do? So I figured out that there is a mistake people done, which made them not to can pace themselves with life, or which lessened the ability of adapting, or which might be obstructing themselves to can gain trust from themselves in order to change or to adapt to the pace of life. So, and I only found out that that's people are disconnected from themselves. So that's why I made this video to can help people, like why you have to be connected to yourself, what might have happened, which like at most cases people couldn't prioritize themselves. People could help people though expecting, which was a favor, which was not a help. People couldn't understand the so-called we must focus, because like focus is being distracted so easily. So that's why I made this video, so that people must understand that there is focus which can keep us with the momentum of life, because along the going on of life, as long as we're going on, we need focus, and we have to prioritize them ourselves. So all the best. Let's prioritize ourselves. Let's be there for ourselves. Let's value ourselves first. Let's be there for ourselves. Let's make it for ourselves. First thing first, it must be the self. And then after that, anything can carry on. So all the best along the searching of yourself. If you don't have data, better hotspot. If you need the hotspot, you have got my WhatsApp there on top. You've got my TikTok account there. You can direct talk to me. You can book an appointment with me. I can help you out. I can hotspot you. I can let you know what best to do from now on. My people, let me appreciate your moment and your time of watching this video. I hope for the best for us. I hope for the best for you. I still hope and have trust and faith and believe unto myself that I'm still gonna make it. I'm still gonna be here for you. I'm still gonna coach you. From I, Morendeni, Lifeline, I thank you. I appreciate. All the best. Thank you.